Hi students, hope you are enjoying your studies at home. In the last video we did contact forces. Now in this video we are going to take up the topic that is non-contact forces. There are three types of non-contact forces. One is magnetic force, second is gravitational force, then third is electrostatic force. So what is magnetic force? The force exerted by a bar magnet, suppose you may say, on the other bar magnet when south pole is facing north pole. So what will happen? The two bar magnets will attract each other. There will be an attractive force between the two bar magnets. And if a bar magnet with north pole, the bar magnet with north pole, because we know like poles repel each other, so the two bar magnets will repel each other. So we can perform an activity to clarify this concept. Now for an instance, I have this flap of my mobile cover. Perform an activity just to show that magnet always attract magnetic substances. So I have this iron bar. So you can see I am not touching the flap. Even then the flap get attracted towards the iron bar because magnet attract every magnetic substance towards itself. So this is very simple activity and you can understand even when there is no contact between the magnet and the, you may say, iron piece, even then there is force of attraction between the two. So what we can understand from here, that every magnet attracts every magnetic substance towards itself and the two are not in contact with each other. So this is first example of non-contact forces. So non-magnetic forces are non-contact forces. Now the second one is gravitational force. What is that? If I have this ball, I am throwing it upward. Why it is coming down? Why it is coming down towards the earth? Because earth pulls everything towards itself. The force applied by the earth on everything is called gravitational force. This is again non-contact force. So when you will open your tap, the water always flow towards ground. So that is because of attraction of earth. Fruits or leaves fall from the tree, they always fall on the ground. Okay, because of attractive force, that is gravitational force of earth. Now the third one is electrostatic force. I think you can understand the concepts with the help of activities better than the theory part, because this is the initial stage when you are grasping, or you may say you are understanding all the topics related to science at your junior level. Now this is electrostatic force. Now this is one of the new concept of force for you people. What is electrostatic force? When a charged body attracts other charged body or uncharged body towards itself, the force applied by the two bodies on each other is called electrostatic force. It depends. Similarly, like magnetic forces, here we have like charges always repel each other, whereas unlike charges attract each other. So we have few activities related to this. Suppose we have one straw tied to this thread and we will allow this straw to fall freely. So now we have another straw with us and we will try to charge this straw by rubbing it with some woolen cloth like this. You don't need to rub it like this, you will rub in this manner. So it will get charged. Now we will check whether there is attraction or repulsion with this uncharged straw. Now I charge this straw with the help of this woolen cloth. Now we will check whether it gets charged or not. So I am placing this straw very near to it. So what will happen? Is there any force exerted by the two straws on each other? The forces are very less. So now to check, I will charge this straw also with the help of this woolen cloth. Now the two straws will have the same charge because I am rubbing the two straws with the same cloth. One of the activities is very clear from here. So now we'll check what will be the force applied by one straw on another. So it is repelling another straw. You can perform this activity at your own. So this is about non-contact forces. Now the next topic is about pressure. So what is pressure? We'll take up the definition only. What is pressure? Pressure is force per unit area. That is force per unit area. Force applied on unit area is called pressure. So what we can say here, if the area is more, then pressure will be less. If area is less, then pressure will be more. You can insert the nail inside the wooden block by applying little force because the end of the nail is very sharp. That will get inserted in the wooden block. So from here, now another example is, suppose we have this blunt knife. Can we cut this apple with the help of blunt knife? No, because it needs, you may say, sharp knife to cut this apple. So here are the examples related to pressure, you may say. You have seen anybody carries a weight on his head, so he will have to place some round cloth on his head to reduce the impact of luggage, or you may say impact of force on his head. So this is the way how we can understand the topic related to pressure. So I think this is more than sufficient for the day. Dear students, don't forget to like, share and subscribe our channel, and don't forget to click on the bell icon to get more updates related to our channel. So we'll continue with pressure activities in the next video. So till then, thanks, take care.